No one seems to be talking about the best new show on streaming, so I guess I'll have to. Hey guys, my name is Nick and welcome to my channel where I talk all things entertainment, TV, movies, streaming, whatever you're watching, I'm making videos on it. So, you know, like, subscribe, leave hate comments, you know the drill. Normal People is a romance based on a novel by Sally Rooney that follows a young man and woman in modern Ireland who are in love but constantly torn apart by their mutual inability to process and communicate their own feelings. In the beginning, these two characters, Marianne and Connell, form their relationship in high school but decide to keep it a secret from everyone they know, which affects them over the years as they fall in and out of love. The show is pretty simple, so I'll try and keep this review pretty simple. The story is the journey of this relationship, built on the scenario that two people are in love but don't know how to properly express their feelings to one another. On paper, that sounds incredibly frustrating, and I can see why this won't work for everyone. Personally, I cannot stand plots that can be resolved by two characters having one honest conversation. That's so annoying to me. It's why I don't even watch most network television. It's why I head to streaming. You know those plots where someone's like, oh no, we ate the cookies mom made and now we can't let mom know we ate the cookies. She'll be mad, oh no. I'm so over it. It's 2020. Like, get with the program. We've got better stuff to do. But this show is so well made that it sucked me in. So if you can get past the annoying premise, I think you'll be rewarded by one of the best shows of 2020 so far. The season consists of 12 half-hour episodes, which looks like a lot at first, but it plays out like a book on screen in a way that I have not seen an adaptation do before. They really take the time to richly explore the scenes and the emotions that our characters are going through. If you haven't already watched it, I would suggest watching this show in 3-episode blocks, because the way that this show moves throughout time, I feel like each 3 episodes, it's like its own little movie. While it would be easy to look at the screen and yell, just say I love you, damn it, I think this show explores how two people with communication issues interact in a real and honest way. There's even an episode where we see an event played out from both perspectives, and we see how both of them feel about it. So we're not just watching their actions clash and it's just, you know, really annoying. We really see how both of these characters feel, and we feel for them. Something I can't say for most television. Let's talk about what makes this show work so well, because it's all about the acting and the chemistry between the two leads. Paul Mescal plays Connell, the dude. He's a jock with a creative side, but he's also poor, which puts him at a disadvantage from a societal perspective. He could easily be viewed as the biggest problem in the show. He doesn't really do anything bad to Marianne. He just fails to communicate in such a way that he becomes the cause of most of the tension within their relationship. A lesser show would just make him, you know, the most hated character. You just want to throw him off the bridge. Like, we're over Connell. We're done with him. But Mescal plays this character with such authenticity. You relate to the character and appreciate his growth throughout the season. And because we take the time to dive into his psyche, we understand where he's coming from even when we don't like him. Daisy Edgar-Jones. Oh my god. Daisy Edgar-Jones. She plays Marianne, the rich chick who is hated by pretty much everyone in town. Like, her family hates her, everyone at school hates her, everyone is a bitch to Marianne, and it makes no sense. It really sucks, but she is so used to being mistreated by everyone around her that she's willing to form this sexual relationship with Connell, even in secret, just to be able to have a relationship. And it would be so easy to look at her like such a weak character, such a desperate character, but she's played with such raw emotion that not only do you feel for her, but I couldn't help but fall in love with Marianne. Daisy Edgar-Jones. Oh my god, I'm telling you, both of them are so good, but I just really feel like the character of Marianne was a greater challenge, and to be able to pull off so many of the scenes that she does, I mean, she truly brought me to tears regularly throughout this show. While I'm talking about Marianne, I want to talk about my only real problem with this show, and that's, as I stated, that Marianne is just like hated by everyone. And this doesn't get into any kind of spoilers or anything. This is like how the show starts, which is why I think it's a bit of a problem, because it didn't really build the proper foundation for me. So Marianne is like rich and she's a badass. She's a rebel. She talks back to teachers, and this makes everyone hate her, which it just doesn't click for me, okay? Maybe this was just me, but in my high school years, the rich kids always had friends. Shit, they could afford to buy them. And the kids that talk back to the teachers, me and all of my friends, were the badasses. So like, I just don't see why everyone like just hated her so much. It just didn't really click for me personally. But at the end of the day, it just kind of feels like a nitpick. The chemistry between Paul Mescal and Daisy Edgar-Jones is fire. It is exactly what an on-screen romance should be made of. It is something that I don't think we see a whole lot, that right chemistry between two leads. It is just so good. There's a lot of sexy times, a lot of sexy things happening in Normal People, which could turn off some people, ironically. Lots of sex and nudity throughout the whole thing. I'm personally into it because I think it adds to the realism of this show, especially this particular relationship and the way that it plays out. But, you know, if you're afraid of seeing a penis, watch out. Normal People has a difficult premise to work with, but I think if you accept the story that it's trying to tell and go with it, you'll find a very interesting love story about communication and lack thereof. You know, no offense to all of the Gen Zers out there, I'm sure you're phenomenal people, but I just think with more and more people growing up in the age of social media, people are learning how to communicate and interact behind the barrier of a screen so that when things come face to face, it's just different. It just plain is. Hence why everyone on the internet is anxious and or depressed. This show doesn't make this connection all on its own, you know, communication in the age of social media, but at the same time, I think it would have been like really lame if they took the time to try to be like, oh, these two don't know how to say I love you because they're used to texting. That would have been fucking stupid. I think this is a limited series. I don't think that there's going to be another season, but honestly, I'd be all for it. I'm gonna give Normal People a 4.5 out of 5. Sure, it might have a bit of an annoying premise to work with, but I think the way that it is written, directed, and acted is just so richly explored that I think it's near perfect, and it's my favorite show of 2020 so far. What did you guys think of Normal People? Let me know in the comments below. I really feel like no one is talking about this show, and I just don't get it. Like, it's just so good. It's so good. Warning, if it feels like my channel is Hulu obsessed over the next few days, I mean, I kind of am. There's a lot of good stuff happening on Hulu right now. So if you don't have Hulu, I'm going to give you plenty of reasons to do that free trial. So subscribe to my channel, be on the lookout for all those good videos coming your way. Like this one, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have just been awesome lately, especially anyone who subscribed recently. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. That's it for this video, but I won't stop you from watching another.